Intermediate Algebra for Statistics. Using the square root property to solve quadratic equations, Part 4. Deriving a formula. Number 1. Solve 2 times x minus 5 quantity squared plus 7 equals 10. Number 2. Solve the equation a times x minus h quantity squared plus k equals p for x. Assume that a does not equal 0 and p minus k divided by a is greater than or equal to 0. Number 3. Use your result from problem 2 to solve the equation 3 times x minus 4 quantity squared plus 2 equals 7. Number 1. We need to get rid of the 2, the minus 5, the plus 7, and the square. So if you recall, we need to follow the order of operation in reverse. We want to get rid of addition or subtraction first. So here we subtract 7 to both sides. Next, we need to get rid of the 2. So we divide. Next, we need to get rid of the square. So we take the square root of both sides and use the square root property. The square and the square root cancel. And then that equals plus or minus the square root of 3 over 2. Next, we need to rationalize the denominator. So now we get x minus 5 equals plus or minus square root of 6 divided by 2. And lastly, we add 5 to both sides, and we get the solutions x plus or minus the square root of 6 divided by 2. So number 1's finished. Number 2, if we solve this literal equation the same way, our first step is to get rid of k. So we subtract k to both sides. Now these are not like terms, so we just write p minus k. Next, we want to divide by a, and we get x minus h quantity squared equals p minus k all divided by a. Next, to get rid of the square, we take the square root. The square and the square root cancel. And we're left with x minus h equals plus or minus the square root of p minus k divided by a. Next, we want to add h to both sides. So we get x equals h plus or minus the square root of p minus k divided by a. Chances are a is not going to be a perfect square. So if we rationalize the denominator by multiplying square root of a divided by square root of a, we get square root of a times square root of a, which is a. Square root of a times the square root of p minus k becomes a times p minus k, all under one square root. And we have our formula. So let's check this formula with our answer from number 1. Here's our formula. For problem number 1, a is 2, h is 5, k is 7, and p is 10. The answer we got was 5 plus or minus the square root of 6 divided by 2. So plugging in the values of a, h, k, and p, we have this expression. Following the order of operations, we do parentheses first. So that's 2 times 3. Next, we multiply, and we get square root of 6 divided by 2. And that value is being added and subtracted from 5. So this answer agrees with our answer we got from number 1. Let's use it for number 3. We have our formula. For number 3, we have the equation 3 times x minus 4 quantity squared plus 2 equals 7. That means a is 3, h is 4, k is 2, and p is 7. Substituting these values into our formula, we get x equals 4 plus or minus the square root of 3 times 7 minus 2, all divided by whole number 3. So now x equals 4 plus or minus the square root of 3 times 5, which is 15 divided by 3. And we have our final answer. X equals 4 plus or minus the square root of 15 divided by 3. So if we have a problem that is written in vertex form equal to a number, we can use this formula. Thanks for watching.